Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to this channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded my last video on conditionals in Python. So I apologize for not being uploading videos quite recently. However, I've come back with another video today. And in this video, we are going to do magic. So we are going to make a crystal ball or a magic 8 ball in Python. And we are going to do this only with conditionals and a couple of other things as well, which I'm going to teach you in this video. We can improve this particular program by using loops in future, which I will show you how to, but for now we'll be just using conditionals in Python. So I hope you enjoy this. And guys, before we start, I need to advise you that I cannot see a lot of likes or comments on the videos. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Like the videos if you're learning from it, and comment on the videos. Tell me if you're liking them or if you're learning from them. Also, share the videos with your friends, family, so they can learn Python as well. Now, let's get started. So to start with, let's have a bit of fun. And I've got this main, and it says, I'm not saying it's magic, but it's magic. So I'm just going to pull up my Visual Studio Code, create a new file. I'm going to save this as, let's call it magic 8. .py. Going to create it on my desktop. Fantastic. So we have created a file called magic 8 on the desktop, and now we are going to create the program for magic 8 ball or crystal ball. So first of all, let's write a print statement and just say welcome to the world magic in Python. We are going to create a magic 8 ball in this video. That will answer your questions. Okay, so that's just a simple print statement, and I'm going to write another print statement saying let's bring all divine and pure energies or instead of let's bring, I'll just say let me bring. sounds more professional. Pure energies from the world to answer your questions today. I can say it will take a few seconds. Now I'm gonna write print. Okay, I have all the pure energies now with me to answer your questions. Now I'm going to do an input command because we need user to enter the question. I'm just going to say enter your question. Yeah, perfect. Maybe just to give it a bit of realistic view, I'm just going to say thinking. Now, these are just print statements and input statements that we have worked on previously. When we do a print command, we just print something on the screen. When we take an input command, we accept a string from the user. Remember, it's a string. And if I run this program now, it's just some lines that are printed, and then it's saying enter your question now. It's stopped for user to enter the question, and I can just say, will I sleep on time tonight? And it just said thinking, because there's no logic as yet in this program. So that's pretty simple. I'm just gonna clear this. Now what? So guys, first thing I wanted to show you is random command. Now random, what does random do? So there's a Python method called random. When you use random, you first obviously have to import random, and you use random like this. And when you're using something like this, it actually accepts both 3 and 9. Return a number between 3 and 9, both included. So we are accepting a random integer between 3 and 9. I hope this is clear. And we are going to do this in practice in this program. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import random. Done. Now what I'm going to do is, because I've already imported random in this particular program, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it and store it in a variable called, let's call it user response. And just say, actually I should be using underscore. And I'm just going to use 0 to 20. So as I shown you, this will now include values from 0 to 20 and both 0 and 20 included. Okay. Now another thing that's a bit weird here is in this print statement I said it will take a few seconds. But when I print it, it didn't. It printed the next statement straight away. So even though we are telling the user that I'm going to call all the divine and pure energies from the world to answer your questions today, it's not actually realistic. It's not giving that effect that we are doing this. So is there a way to make this work? Yes, there is. What we are going to do is we are going to give it some delay. So we are going to play Doctor Strange from Marvel, and we will be playing with time and space like he did in the recent Spider-Man movie. So we are going to delay time, and to do so, first thing we need to do is import time. So when you import time, there's a function in time called sleep function. So first of all, what does time do? This module provides functions that help manipulate time and use them in your program. So you really can feel like you have time stone and you're Doctor Strange. Using the time stone, you are manipulating time. So import random, import time. Now all I need to do is wherever I want a bit of delay, I'm just gonna give that sleep command, and I'm gonna say time.sleep, and let's say 3 seconds, because I think it's here somewhere. Okay, simply put, time.sleep takes as arguments the number of seconds you want the program to halt or to be suspended. So if I put 3 here, it's gonna wait for 3 seconds, and I can show you after each print statement. Let's see if this works better. You can see it said I'm waiting few seconds, and now it's waiting. So there's a delay in print of the next statement. That's what we wanted. I can actually put it up here as well. let's do 2 seconds here. So there's a 2-second delay, then there's a 3-second delay, there's another 3 seconds. Now it's asking the question. Let's say, will I sleep on time today? And then it's thinking. So up until now, what we have done is we have given some print commands. We have accepted an input from the user. That input is going to be a string. We have imported random and time modules, and we have used time.sleep to manipulate time. And we have also used random int, just random, to accept some random integers, and we have stored them in user response. So you can see the logic behind this. The question that we have asked is not really stored anywhere. So yes, we are accepting an input, but irrespective of what the question is, we haven't actually stored it anywhere. What we are doing instead is we are getting 20 random variables or 20 random values, and we'll be writing some conditionals now. So I'm just gonna say if user response is equal to 1. If you have followed my conditionals video, you would know how to write if commands and why there's a space here. So if you have not watched that video, I request you to watch the conditionals videos, conditional video on the playlist before you go further in this program. And now I'm just going to say print it's a great question. Will happen. Let's just be positive in the first print statement. Doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to copy this, and instead of using if, I'm going to use elif. If you don't know what elif is, it's else if from other programming languages, and I've covered that in my conditional videos as well. I'm requesting you to watch that video if you don't know what elif is. And this shall be 2, and that can be sure. Okay. Now all we need to do is just keep doing this 20 times. Make sure there's no indentation errors. And you need to change the responses. So like can be a no. That can be maybe not. Guys, I'm just writing these elif statements, as you can see. I need to change the responses as well. It's not always gonna be maybe not. So I think that's 20. So guys, we have written the 20 elif statements, if and elif statements, I should say. And now we just need to make sure that responses are different, because we can't have maybe not as a response always. So we just need to update the responses as anything. I'm gonna say don't count on it. Maybe here I would say universe says no. Divine powers said yes. Pure energies said yes. I don't say. Why not? It will be beneficial for your future. I'll try to add a bit of fun in it as well, so have some funny responses. I'm just gonna say, did you ask your mom? Maybe ask a wise person. Certainly. Someday, maybe. When you are 90 years old. Now answer my question first. Why are you asking me? That's for sure. Not over my dead body. And simple yes. Now when you use conditionals and you're using if and elif, you always provide an else statement as well. And with else you don't need to put a condition like we do here in elif. You just put colon and then you type what is going to be the else condition. So it can be ask a question I can understand. Don't waste my ball time otherwise. So I'll go through the program again. First thing that I've done is I've written some print statements. Then I accepted an input from the user. When you accept input from the user using input command, that input is actually a string. However, we are not saving it anywhere. So we are not using the input from the customer or from the applicant or whomsoever is questioning. We are just completely ignoring the question. Whomsoever is asking the questions, we are ignoring the question. Then I have imported a couple of modules here. So I've done import random, import time. I've done import random so I can use some random integers in a range of 0 to 20. I've saved them in a variable called user response. Import time is just to add some effects in this program because we want to be Dr. Strange and manipulate time. So we want to add a delay in the time, and for that I'm importing time and using time.sleep to delay print statements. Now with the random integers, we are adding a conditional value to each response. So when the response is going to be 1, this will be printed, and all of these values will be random because we are using random int, randint. So when a question is asked, it can be any of these values. Because the values will be generated randomly. So I hope this program is clear. If it's still not clear, you can always ask in comments and I can explain it in the comments as well. And guys, as I always say, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm maintaining these programs or these tutorials in different playlists on my channel. So if you want to learn Python, watch the playlist from the very first program or very first tutorial and keep going further. With each video, you will learn something and your Python fundamentals will be very strong. What I do request you to do is to do a lot of practice. If you want practice, you will forget. So when you watch these videos, you might understand the concept, but if you're not going to practice, you're going to forget it. That's why I want you to write your own programs and tell me in comments. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. If you're learning from these videos, like the videos. If you are liking these videos or learning from them, also comment on the videos so I know that I'm doing everything correctly. And if I need to explain something a bit further, please let me know. And I also request you to share these videos with your family and friends. Show the support to myself because it takes me a lot of time in making these videos. Also, help your family and friends in learning Python. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. So guys, this program is pretty much ready. Just one thing I need to do is put a space here. So the question doesn't start straight away after now. I think it's all ready. I've got different responses. Yep. So the program is created in a way that the response could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing, it could be just maybe somewhere moderate, or it could be a funny response. So let's see what we get. I'm going to run the program now. You can see 2 seconds delay, then 3 seconds delay, and again 3 seconds. Enter your question now. Now there's a space as well. So I'm just gonna say, will I sleep on time tonight? Sure thing. So according to my program, I will sleep on time tonight. Now, let's ask another question. Question now. So let's say, will it rain tomorrow? Thinking, I don't see why not. Okay, so the program predicted that it will be raining tomorrow, and I guess it means everywhere in the world it's gonna be raining tomorrow. So carry your umbrellas. Guys, as you can see, the responses can be anything that we have put here in these 20 values. So if you ask the same question again, it might give you a different value because it's just generating random answers. However, it's a great fun project to show your family and friends, fool them, and show them that you actually can do magic. And if you're running out of questions, got a really funny question for you. You can ask. There we go. You can ask this question, see the response that you get. Guys, I will be meeting you in future videos. Keep watching these videos and show your support. Thank you.